right, everybody, how you doing? Welcome to Dinner for Two. My name is Perry Gill, your host, and today I'm going to be showing you how to do a very basic and simple cheese sauce. We're going to be using this cheese sauce in another recipe that I'll probably put the card for, and you can see the entirety of it later on. But right now, there's going to be 5 simple ingredients. We're going to have some milk, some flour, butter, some cheese, and some, I didn't have any jalapenos, so had to use the pepperoni, and that's just going to be for the juice to try to give it that little bit of a kick. So I'm going to get started. This is about a cup of flour. We're going to use maybe about 2 ounces of butter. Probably won't use all the flour. This is going to be by feel, but I'll show you the technique and you'll be able to recreate this on your own. So just follow me over to the stove. Now over medium heat in your saucepan. Now this is, as you can see, the nice yellow texture, more deeply yellow than what you regularly see. That's because this is Irish butter, right? Milk from grass-fed cows. Not no grain-fed cows, grass-fed cows. It's gonna make a difference, all right? A little bit more expensive, but it's worth it, in my opinion. But maybe you don't care, and that's cool too. So we're just gonna melt this butter, right? You don't want to burn the butter, so we're just gonna melt it gently. You don't want to start boiling. Turn it down, medium-high heat. And what the butter and the flour is going to do is make a roux to thicken up the milk. And then you'll add the cheese to the sauce. So basically what you're doing is, in culinary world, it's called a bechamel, which is a large sauce, and you break it down to the small sauces. All right? So now, we're going to use a little bit of flour. I'll show you the consistency that you're looking for. Because we're not making a lot of cheese sauce. Remember, this is just dinner for two. I'll take a little bit more butter in that. That's probably about another ounce and a half right there. So it's probably about 3 ounces of butter I use so far. All measurements are approximate, you know what I'm saying? Because you might like it a little more loose, you might like it a little more thick. You know, these rules are not all hard and fast. These are more like guidelines, and you can do with it what you want. You just want to make sure you don't burn the butter. And that's almost the consistency that you're looking for. A little bit thicker. All right, that's what you're looking for. Now we're just going to, now what you could do is add the milk in, heat the milk up and then add warm milk in. Right? That would be the more proper way to do it. But it's low enough now so the milk shouldn't scald. You want to just keep it stirring and let the milk heat up. And the reason why you would typically add warm milk to it, so we're probably going to do a time lapse, but you would typically add warm milk to it because the temperature is what's going to cause the flour to thicken up your liquid. And so when you make it cold, it's going to slow it down. It's going to take a little bit longer to thicken up. But we're going to get this working, and I'm going to show you the consistency that we're looking for. We'll be right back. All right, now this is a thick cream. Now, the consistency you got with the bechamel. You could go here, right? But I'm going to be adding cheese to it, which is going to tighten it up a little bit further. So I'm just going to loosen it up a little bit with a little more milk. But you definitely want to cook it at least about 10, 15 minutes so you'll know for sure the consistency that you're going to have. It's going to take about 10, 15 minutes to cook all that flour out. But this is the sauce we're looking for. This is about the consistency you're looking for right there. I'll show you. It's coating the back of my spoon. So that's what you're looking for, right? Next is going to add our cheese. Now you can use whatever kind of cheese you want. It's going to it's going to be determined by what you're trying to do with the cheese. This is going to be like a nacho cheese sauce. So that's why we're going with a 4-cheese Mexican. You know, you can use cheddar cheese, you can use, you know, whatever. Because you could do it the same way making macaroni and cheese. So then, you know, the cheeses may vary. You might go some cheddar, some fontina, some smoked Gouda. If you ever had smoked Gouda and macaroni and cheese, I'm telling you, smoked Gouda and some macaroni and cheese is next level, all right? So as the cheese is melting, and that's tightening it up considerably, so we just thin it out a little bit with a little more milk. Because again, like I said, the cheese is gonna tighten it up considerably. And we're gonna keep that cooking. And we're gonna use a little bit of the juice from the pepperoncinis as well, so that's gonna loosen it up a little bit, so you don't wanna add too much milk. I know sometimes, you know, you read recipes and you try to go strictly by the recipe, and you're like, I just don't like the way this recipe came out. Because cooking is by feel. Sometimes recipes are not exact. It's like guidelines. You gotta taste, analyze, adjust taste. Always season everything and taste, analyze, adjust taste. All right? So I'm gonna go with some of the pepperoncini. A little bit of a kick. You see? Now that's about what you're looking for, because you want it, you're looking for a cheese like a dip. So now, like I told you, clean spoon. We're gonna taste. Need a little more cheese, a little more salt. And when you're working with metal utensils around heat, be careful, because this was a little bit on the hot side. So we're gonna bring this off the heat a little bit. A little more cheese, a little more salt. You can kick it up however you want. So what we're gonna do real quick, like a Mexican type seasoning. This is about half a teaspoon. Not kind of trying to go overboard, but we do want a nice flavor. Taste that right there. See where we at. I could just wash the other spoon, but my children do dishes. I want it a little bit hotter. I wish these was jalapenos. I do have a little bit of cayenne. I could do. I'm not. This is gonna give it enough heat. My family don't really like heat like I like, so that should be about it. See how silky that is? Now, if you had some macaroni noodles, you know, you boil the macaroni noodles, toss them around here, put them in a pan, bake you a nice little personal size serving of macaroni and cheese. And we're gonna taste this and see where we're at with it. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's good. We're gonna put a link in the description to the next recipe that we're gonna use this cheese sauce in. So stay tuned.